Good afternoon and welcome. Today it's a beautiful day, so I thought the sun is shining. I would like to come and share with you some of the promotion we have in the month of, some in the month of October and some for the next 2 weeks, which I thought one of the best thank you gift I think we've had in a long time is our latest one for the November, which is the mystery toners. Where when you place your order of $110, BV, $100 BV, 110 retail, you actually get a mystery toner. Now, a lot of people don't use toners, and I'm glad the company decided to put it out there as a special for the gift, the help, the actual thank you gift. Because a lot of people seem to skip the toner, but toners have come a long way since the back in the years where you had alcohol and you used to dry your skin. Today's toners, like our beautiful calm toner, this one here, it contains the ceramides, contains chamomile, aloe vera, so it helps to restore the balance of the skin. But toners in general, what they're meant to do is to actually bring back the pH balance of your skin, because when we wash your face with water, the water is very alkaline, so it disturbs the pH. The pH of the skin is between 5.5, 6.5. That's anything below that, it's very acidic. Anything above that, it's very alkaline, which means it's dry. So when we actually wash our face, because obviously we need to use water to wash our face, and we do incorporate a cleanser, which keeps the beautiful hydration in the skin, but not using soap and water, of course. Or just water alone is very, very, very alkaline, very drying. And I often ask people, when you use your cleanser or you use just water, and I hope it's not soap and water, how does your skin feel before you apply a moisturizer or a toner? And normally what they say, it feels very taut and dry. So they rush to get a moisturizer. And of course, the drier the skin, the more hydration it needs, the more moisturizer you're going to use. So skipping a toner financially, it does not help you in any way. It doesn't help your pocket. But using a toner, it helps your skin, because really it's like shaking hands with your cleanser. So just going back, the benefits of using a toner not only brings back the pH balance in the skin, but if you got oily skin and you got that oily T-zone, what you find is by not using a toner, the skin gets dry and then you're going to produce more oil. So you're fighting a battle there a little bit. So you actually, what it does, it balances the pH balance, and it balances the oil production underneath your skin. So with different ones, it's got different ingredients. So for example, in our case, the Calm, which is the latest one we've released, if you think you've got sensitive skin, it's a great one to tone down the redness, refresh the skin with the ceramides and chamomile and aloe vera. It's very, very healing and soothing as well. So it does help with irritation and things like that as well. It's very easy to use because you just spray it. You can use it in a cotton pad, or you can use it on your face. I prefer to use it on my face because you're going to be using a lot less, and then just pat your skin with it. Okay, so there's then of course we got the toner, the Restore Pro toner. This is very unique because it's got a lot of Australian ingredients as well, like for example goji stem cell technology. It contains the pawpaw flower extract as well. It contains vitamins. So of course it does similar thing to what the Calm toner, but it's got different things. It's a little bit more active in helping to firm up the skin as well. Look, if just while we're on there, if you think your skin is sensitive and you're using Calm, once you run out of Calm, it's really good to experience another range in our product range, because sometimes it's a seasonal thing as well, that your skin can get a little bit sensitive, maybe in the winter when you are in front of the heater a lot, or in the car with the heater, your work, and the air conditioner is the worst enemy after the sun for your skin. It dehydrates that skin. So it's not a luxury looking after your skin. It's actually an essential thing to that, because of all the other environments we have. You're on the screen a lot as well, and that's blue light that really does damage the skin, the appearance of the skin as well. So anyway, we've got the issues, but we've got the solution to the problem as well. So the actual Restore one, again, it's got the kangaroo paw flower extract. But this one here as well, it's got vitamin A, C, and E. It refines the pores and it nourishes the skin. And it actually improves the skin texture. But I'm going to read out something to you about when you see things of vitamins. What do vitamins do? Let me find this now, because I have to find that in my in my notes. Sorry about this, but I will get there. Okay, so vitamins are essential for maintaining a general health. Deficiency in vitamins, known cause of fats, skin becomes a vitamin potent antioxidant. So the vitamins are major antioxidant for your skin to help to fight free radical, which is what damages our skin, caused by sun exposure, like I'm saying, stress, air conditioning, pollutants. Free radical damage are so known for contribute to accelerate skin aging. This is why vitamins are high demand, not only with foods, but also in our skincare product. Restore Protonium Mist has a multivitamin complex consisting, like I just said, A, C, and E, provide a broad spectrum and benefits include a skin rejuvenation effect. The vitamin A brightens, and the benefits of vitamin C is the strength, the barrier with vitamin E. So it strengthens the barrier on the outside. But the other thing you find is when you cleanse your skin, and if you're using your cotton pad, and when you got and look at the cotton pad and it's got makeup still, or it looks dirty, something on there, that means you need to really cleanse again, especially if you got your makeup is a little bit heavier. So yeah, it is an amazing product that it does, honestly, it's very much a part, as much as a cleanser, as much as a serum or a moisturizer. So I hope that you take the, well, you know, when you get it free, it's about $62, I think, for a toner, and you're going to get it absolutely free. And regardless which one you get, I think they're all going to be fabulous. When you place an order of $110 between now and the 15th, I think the 15th is next weekend, but it's free shipping today as well. So today is the last day, and we do have some fabulous offers as well with makeup, and we've got the Christmas range, and there's so much out there. So, you know, there's a little pack as well. I don't know if I've got the photo here. Well, it's actually the candle. Let me show you. So this little pack that it's out for $99. You get the beautiful candle, which is the beautiful Palm Island candle. As well as that, you do get the oh, let me find it for you. Oh, the beautiful eyeshadow. And you know what I love about that eyeshadow? That it's so easy to use. You know, when you're thinking, oh, I don't know what color to put on my eyes, on my blush. Actually, I've do got the, if you like this blush, this is exactly what I've got on. And I've got the bronzer and the highlighter. So if you like this look, and if you like this lipstick, it's part of the Christmas range as well. In there, so you get the candle, you get the beautiful peaches and cream set. Okay, the three of them, they smells divine. You get the eyeshadow palette, this one here. And you get the hand cream. Oh my God, I bought up on the hand creams, because let me tell you, this hand cream is going to run out. I know it will. You know why? Because it's a beautiful packaging, and this is probably the first time we have the hand cream in a box. So it's a very beautiful gift giving, whether it's for a school teacher or a dance teacher, or even for yourself, and stock up your cupboard with some birthday present or unexpected Christmas visitors as well. So have a look through. That's out for $99, and I think normal, even from the book, it works at about $130. So you're saving another $30 by getting it as a pack. I might put on the Beauty Trends if you haven't seen it yet, if I haven't put it on there yet. And that. So that is, and of course the bonus gift. Again, that's a mystery. And you get some beautiful products, or you're gonna get some beautiful bags. You're even gonna get a stand for your, what is it called? A selfie stand for your phone. A little bit like I'm using it today as well. And that. So there's a lot of fabulous things on there. But I just want to take some, I know I did write their names on the Beauty Trends and congratulate everyone that has done an amazing effort, and I'm always so grateful. I've been in this company a long time, over 35 years, over that. And I still get, honestly, I get this warm heart when I see people that I have joined back in my early days and still love love the product. Not only that, I can tell by their sales that they've still got that passion in promoting the product. So I really appreciate that, and I'm really grateful for Nutrimetic that it's such a rewarding company that you're placing a $110 order, you got 20% off, and you get a product that's valued $62. So how good is that? But it's not just about gifting. Nutrimetic has been one of the most generous company in direct selling, in paying the commission and paying the bonuses. And for that, I am grateful, because there's been a lot of people that I have met over the years that I have, in a way, inspired them to have a better life, and maybe to dream about something they thought they might not be able to get. But not just dream about it, but just act on it. And obviously with my guidance and some of the other managers' guidance that we have in my team, have achieved amazing success in financially, and been able to send these kids to, private schools, which they might not thought it could happen. Of course, trips is always great, but, it's rewarding. But when you can actually have the money to do whatever you want with your children, that's a really big, big achievement. And I know I'm talking from experience of the beautiful holidays that I've had over the years, and incorporating, taking my family with me, my grandchildren and my children. Did I think that when I joined 35 years ago? No, that time was about, let's see how I can make a little bit more money and take my kids and have my kids in private school and through the university. So, you might be in that position, but I just want to congratulate each and every one of you that have over the years, loved the product, but not just loved the product. You shared the product with someone. And, just to let you know, last week I was doing a promotion at Castle Plaza, and this lady, she was an elderly lady, came past the stand, and she said, I love you. I don't know, we started smiling at each other, and for some reason she stopped. And I looked at her hands, and her hands were so dry. The elderly people, they get a little dry, and then the skin goes very thin. And you could see it was almost like when you touch it, it was going to bruise. So I said, let me give you a little bit of my Nutri-Rich oil, right? Because I know how healing it is. Anyway, this lady, and I gave her a little bit on her hand. I gave her a couple of samples. She went away, and she rang me this week. And she thanked me. She was so grateful that I gave her that sample. She said, I put it on my hand, and I put one on my arm. And her daughter said, Mum, what have you done with your arm? It looks so hydrated, it looks so shiny. It never used to look like that. It used to look so dry and flaky. And she told her, and then she rang me. She said, oh, can you get me a couple of those jars. So it's not about the sale. I wasn't doing it because I was doing it to help the girls. So, really take note that if you have people in your team that you can, in clients or friends, that you could see that you could help them in any way, please put that forward. Don't, because these people go to a supermarket and buy whatever, and they don't know what they're buying. I was at a pharmacy the other day getting a prescription, and this lady was taking the jar from the shelf. She looked at it, she used to put it back, and then she got another one, and she looked at, I felt like going up to her and help her, but of course it wasn't my place. But she had no one to support her in choosing the right one for her skin. And that's what we do well. We do that well. We do that well because we're educated and we know our product and we know our skin. So, yeah, I hope you do it. One lady that does it really, really well, there's a lot of you, but one that, obviously comes to mind, we got Margaret Morgan. I don't know if you ever met her. She's a single mum, and she used to be a lawyer, but unfortunately her marriage broke down when she was when the kids were young. She's got, like I said, 4 children, and she had to make a choice, and she had to be there for the kids. But she ended up joining Nutrimatic a few years ago, and she's been amazing on the amount of people she helps and guides through their skincare and makeup. Well, this is the lady, because she does it so well, and she's got that passion, and she wants to help people. They sold $20,000. You see that on the beauty trend, $20,000 personal size in October. Now, for someone that actually thinking, I wouldn't mind doing that, but is that really any money? They always talk about products, but they don't ever talk about money. Well, let me tell you, anyone that sells over $4,000 in any given month, you get 50% of what you sell. So you do the sums. In Margaret's case, she sold 20,000. That's not even counting her car and her trips and her team sales. Just on her, she earned $10,000. Now, sure, there's people out there, you probably think, well, she's a lawyer, why can't she go and do that as a lawyer? But they want your blood. You don't have flexibility. You get told when you can go on holidays. You get told when you can do this and when you can do that and when you can be with a family. The beauty about Nutrimatic is you can earn the really good money. You can earn that money, but you got a life and you got flexibility because your family comes first. Anything I did first in my diary, I put my family time, and then I filled it in with a time slot that I had to add that. So, you know what? I used to go out twice a week. I used to earn $2,000. So every time I went out, you work it out, was $500. Just about, because you're selling $1,000, you make $500. And now, of course, now you'd make that. I mean, at that time I didn't, because the product were a lot cheaper. But now you can go out and sell $1,000 and make $500 in 3 hours if you can. So that's really good money. But I just want to, whether it's for big, whether you want to go out and put a lot of the time like Margaret does, or whether you just want to sell your $500. $500 gives you a few products. Well, not a few, you get a fair few products, and it gives you $125 in cash. But if you're looking at perhaps servicing, 10 people and a lot of your friends, they might even buy things that David Jones or John Martin or whatever, they pick up whatever they think is worth buying, or the pharmacy or the supermarket. 10 people will actually give you probably sell $1,000 and you would earn $300. So it's better in your pocket than someone else's pocket. But not that, it's how you can educate people. And we don't just sell skincare makeup. We've got hair care, we've got body care, we've got one of the best sun care. And there's been a lot talk about some of the nasties in sun care. So please look into our range. And of course, our cleaning products, there's nothing like on the market. And they've been, the guy was a genius. He formulated those products more than 57 years ago. So obviously, he really had a foresight to know that one day we're going to have vegetables that have been sprayed and things like that. So, if you're doing your $1,000, you earn $300. If you were to do $2,000, and social media and brochure, it doesn't take very long to do that. That's your $700 a month. And you think, well, it's $700 a month. What can I do with $700 a month? You can go out to dinner, you can buy a new pair of shoes, you can put it towards a mortgage, you can do a fair few things. So the opportunity is there. So when you place your order, if you're not aware of, 20% gets deducted then and there, unless you told the company otherwise. If you choose that you would like to get your income at the end of the month, which it gets paid on the 7th of each month, right? You have to let the company know. So when you place your order, you pay whatever it is in the brochure, and then at the end it's calculated, and then money goes into your, it's called Sky Wallet, and from the Sky Wallet it goes into your bank account. So you make the choice which way you would like to go. So anything from $500 on, you actually earn the extra 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%. It just depends what your sales are for the month, and they're all accumulative. If you listen to this video and you're thinking, I wouldn't mind earning an extra $300, I wonder how I could do it. Well, 35 years and my whole life in cosmetics, I think I've got some knowledge to support and guide you based on what you want to do. It's your choice. It's not mine. It's yours. And based on the hours you have, because you might have a family and you might have a couple of hours a week, that, you can still make that work. So I thought I'd jump on because I've had a few people asking me, well, sort of saying, look, Nutrimatic gives a lot of products, but is that money to be made in Nutrimatic? And I said, well, you know what? I wouldn't been in the business all these years if it wasn't. But let me tell you, the other thing that, if you want to build something slowly, that's fine too. But, play it forward. Think about the customers or people that that they're paying. I was talking to a lady yesterday. I just met her by sheer coincidence. I went to an event and she commented on my skin. And I said, oh, look, if you're in the area, come pop in and I'll give you a facial. Where she came yesterday, she was over the moon because we did a bit of skincare, a bit of makeup. And even just the MAC foundation, these days they're imported and they're expensive because the import duty, it's about 40% that we pay for anything that's imported in the beauty thing. So, why support something from overseas when your friends could be using something like that? And let me tell you, they don't know about it because a lot of people haven't sort of jumped on seeing the latest products in Nutrimatic because we don't advertise with big celebrities. We don't have Eva Longoria, recommending our hyaluronic acid. We got a superior product, but nobody knows about it. We don't tell anybody because we haven't got a spot on TV. We'd rather save the money and make the products affordable rather than spend all the money on advertising. So yeah, it's just like, tell your people and they can buy wholesale. The other thing is, how do you think I travel 2 months of each year to, spend time with my grandchildren in New York and maybe elsewhere? I still get paid when I'm traveling. And this could be you as well, because, it's not just keeping the membership for yourself, it's share it with others. Even if they just want to buy for themselves, give them the opportunity to buy wholesale and to receive all those beautiful thank you gifts. Or maybe they're struggling and would be great for them to make an extra $100 in maybe or 2 or 3 or whatever. So, really, when I look at some of the girls here, one comes to mind, and her name is Haley. Sure, she sold $195, but her team did nearly $1,000. Can you see how the business can actually grow just by you, just gradually say to someone, hey, listen, you love the product, why don't you just get your own membership? How many people does she know? She might know another 100 people behind her, who knows? And, like even some of them, another lady comes to mind, Annette Morelli, another one that sold, her team did it about $2,000, and then we've got, even Elizabeth Bain, she's got a lady in her team, and between them, they did nearly another $1,900. So, this is how the business grows and not on your own. And it's funny because when I go for a walk in the morning, I like to listen to podcasts. And I think it was one of the famous actors anyway. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember his name. But he said, if you want to walk fast, if you want to walk fast, that's right. If you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to walk far, have a team with you. Walk with others. And Nutrimatic is very much that. It's walking with others that will give you the grand rewards of financial freedom, superannuation, holiday pay, company cars, and financial freedom. But it might not be you. It might be just you would like to earn a little bit of extra money. So the opportunity is there. It's there. When you see people earning anywhere from $10,000 to $100, it doesn't matter. Whatever suits you. So on that note, have a lovely afternoon, and I look forward to speak to you a little bit another time. Bye for now.